Hi there, this is Sonal here, and in this lesson, we are going to cover the foundational knowledge behind EFT or tapping, which I believe is going to help you feel more confident using tapping, and you'll have a sense of purpose about why you're using tapping, what you're trying to achieve with it, what kind of problems can tapping solve for you, and how it can actually change your life. Now, to begin with, tapping in its modern way was first discovered by Dr. Roger Callahan, from whose work EFT or emotional freedom technique was derived. It is said that Dr. Roger Callahan was working with a patient of his known as Mary, who had a grave fear of water. She just couldn't step into water at all. So Dr. Callahan had been working alongside learning about body's meridian system, which is a thousands of year old Chinese system of perceiving how body's energies will flow, as in through meridians. Similar to having blood vessels that in which blood flows, it is perceived in the Chinese meridian system that it is the meridians that carry energy throughout our body. Now, Dr. Roger Callahan was studying this alongside as well as carrying on with his practice, and then that's when he decided to bring some of that into his work with his patient Mary. And what he did was to ask her to tap on her under the eye point, just under the eye, to tap here. So now, as you will learn from our further lessons, that this point is along the path of the stomach meridian, which is associated with fear. So what happened was that that by tapping here, Mary's fear of water dissipated very quickly, and she just lost all her fear of water, and she was jumping up and down in the pool and just screaming with joy about having lost this fear of water when years of work, years of just telling herself was not working. So that was a big aha moment, and but that was not how EFT was. That was not EFT, because Dr. Roger Callahan's work involved working on many more meridian points than just the 9 ones that EFT works on. So now that's when Gary Craig, an engineer who is known as the pioneer of emotional freedom technique or EFT, came in contact with Dr. Roger Callahan, and he got very fascinated by Dr. Callahan's work. And he learned from Dr. Callahan and then devised his own method of which we now know as emotional freedom technique or tapping. So that was how EFT or emotional freedom technique was born. Gary Craig brought it out to the world around 1995. So tapping has been around for a few decades now. So that's when it was born, and since then it basically just took off because Gary Craig very generously made it free for use to everybody throughout the world. He did not put a walled garden around it, and he just very generously gave it away to people to use for their own personal use. So that is how emotional freedom technique was born. The roots of emotional freedom technique, EFT or tapping as it is called these days, lie in the Chinese meridian system, which is that when you tap on these certain points, you are somehow affecting the flow of energy in these meridians by tapping into the energy system of your own body from these points. Now, the more modern explanation of it and what research has shown is that indeed tapping or EFT works in this way by actually affecting body's stress chemicals and our brain's those parts of our brain that are related to stress, fight or flight response, fight, flight, freeze response. That is, it calms the amygdala. That's the part of our brain that is associated with fight, flight, or freeze response. Now, amygdala is that part of the brain that used to be extremely important part of our survival in the primal times, when if a saber tooth was going to attack you, what would you do? Would you just think and what would you do? There was no time to think. You had to run. That's it. Basically, you have to fight the saber tooth with your spear or whatever, or just run. So there was no time to think. That was the intense stress response that led to enabling you to survive. Basically, that was your survival response. So that's how amygdala triggers into action and causes us to take action without thinking too much, or without wasting time with thinking rationally about how you can talk your way out of it. Basically, it just makes you do what is exactly needed right now for your survival. But now that is the biggest problem in this modern day and age, because normally on a day-to-day basis we are not really encountering such saber tooths in our environment, but our primal brain, our primal response, that is still engraved in our cellular memory. So even though there may be no saber tooths around, you may see your boss as that saber tooth, your mother-in-law as that saber tooth, your nosy neighbor as that saber tooth. So it triggers the same panic and stress response that it used to when life was really at stake, when times were really dangerous. And even in this day and age, there are times when you need to take a sudden action, like suddenly applying a brake. If a pedestrian, out of the blue, pedestrian walks in front of your car, you need to suddenly apply the brakes. So it is still needed. This response is very important. But this, like overstimulation of this response, sometimes our brains can misunderstand. So this can be like, so we can be always be in this panic response. Anybody said something, you feel like, oh God, that's the end of the world. Oh my God, I got rejected there, end of the world. So this is what causes stress and in turn disease, because of accumulation of years of stress. And also it makes you feel like the life is a burden and you're wading against life, and there is a lot of friction. So that's the thing, because every single day the burden increases, you are taking on more and more and more stress without having a way of releasing it, of letting it go, just opening the walls and letting it go of the stress and things that don't matter anymore. Things that somebody said to you 3 years ago, it doesn't matter anymore, right? But I bet you're still carrying the memory of it somewhere in your body, either if not yet as disease, but as tension, as stress and hurt and energy blockages. So yeah, this is where tapping comes from. So the Chinese meridian system is what is the more energetic explanation of EFT tapping, and this amygdala calming stress fight flight response is the more scientific explanation of the tapping. So now what about scientific proof? What about any scientific proof, any papers that show that EFT is actually making a difference in bodies, whatever systems? Yes, there have been quite a few papers that have shown EFT's effectiveness in not only weight loss, but also in reducing stress, in reducing body's overall chemical balance. So there are papers like that. Research now scientists are waking up to this modality and they are doing their work, and experiments and papers are constantly coming out. So if you go looking, you are going to be able to find enough, even if not preliminary, but enough research about tapping that scientists are now beginning to discover. So that's the explanation about tapping. Now let me quickly refer to my notes and I will be right back, because I don't want you to miss out on anything. Okay, I'm back. Now the question is, how does tapping work? See, it's a reasonable question, right? Because why should you even try to do something when you don't even know how it works? It's a reasonable question. Now the explanation for how tapping works is, again, the meridian system explanation is that it clears energy blockages. When you focus on that issue that's bothering you, the issue that had created energy blockages that were causing you emotional hurt and probably physical discomfort, that gets cleared when you tap on these points. Now these points are where our energetic meridians run close to the surface of the body. So by tapping on these specific points, we are tapping into body's meridian system more effectively, rather than simply just tapping here. Meridians are everywhere, right? So it should work. But when you tap exactly at these points, you are affecting the flow of body's energy and you're tapping into this meridian system. And then the scientific explanation is when you tap on these points, it is generating electrical impulses that our nervous system carries to that part of our brain that is feeling stressed, that is feeling panicked, that is feeling hurt, and just basically it affects the stress response. So that is the explanation of how tapping works. But as you progress with tapping, you will find yourself paying less and less attention to the hows of it or whys of it, because you will start to see proof of it yourself. Perhaps if you use tapping yourself, you have seen how effective it is, whether or not you believe in either of these explanations about how tapping works. But so that's the way it is. And the next question that is asked often is, how can doing the same set of sequence for everything, for every kind of problem, how can it solve all kinds of problems? How can doing just one thing solve all the problems? Now the thing is, tapping is based, EFT or emotional freedom technique or tapping is based on the premise of a total overhaul. That is, even though maybe say suppose if you are afraid, you have the fear of needles, say, or fear of something, whatever, water. So and then you tap here, you are clearing the energy blockages in your stomach meridian, or whatever. You are tapping into the stomach meridian, which is related to fear. So while you may get great results from simply tapping on this point, when you use EFT, you are going to tap on the whole, you are going to use that basic recipe. You are going to tap on all the points all the time. That is the concept of total overhaul, that you don't have to try to outsmart the process. You don't have to try to figure out which is the exact point for what. You just do this basic tapping technique, and while focusing on the problem, and you will find relief. You don't have to go out and find every single issue which is the perfect set of points to tap for that particular issue, because you are tapping on all the points and it's pretty quick. So why not just do a total overhaul of your energy system? So while there may be specific issues that may benefit more from tapping on just a single point like this, fear, you don't have to just stick to that. You can just do total overall, and that simplifies things a great deal. Now again, even if you did this whole thing, how can doing this whole tapping thing still solve all kinds of problems? The thing is, the explanation provided for this is that any kind of emotions, any kind of emotional upset, or any kind of trauma creates energy blockages in our meridian system. So when we are doing this, we are creating that energy blockage because we are focusing on that problem. That is why it is so important to keep saying that, or to keep your mind focused on whatever is bothering you. It's not this basic set of things alone, but it is also your focus on whatever you are talking about. So if you have a pain in your shoulder, you are going to tap on this set of points anyway, but you are also going to be saying that, right? This stabbing pain in my right shoulder, this stabbing pain in my right shoulder, this stabbing pain. So it's the combination of the tapping action on these meridian points as well as your focus on what that problem is. Now this combination clears that specific energy blockage. So that is why even when you do the same thing over and over and over for various different problems, tapping works because you are focusing on that individual problem at that time. So I hope this gives you some background on where tapping came from, what's the explanations about how tapping works, why we should do this, and why doing the same thing can still solve almost all of life's problems. In the next lesson, we are going to cover the basic recipe, and I'm going to tell you more in detail so that you can now start going more deeper into tapping. So that's what we are going to cover in the next lesson, and I will see you there.